In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Premier Nordica yarn. It is a 100% anti-pilling acrylic yarn, and it has 546 yards or 500 meters. This skein or ball here is 7 ounces or 200 grams. And this is a lightweight number 3 yarn, and the recommended crochet hook size is a 4 millimeter. And the recommended knitting needles for this is also a 4 millimeter set of knitting needles. So what I thought it would be fun if I worked up some swatches to show you what it would look like if you decided to crochet with this yarn or to knit with this yarn. I crocheted 3 different swatches. I did one with single crochets, then I did another one with half double crochets, and then I did another one with double crochets. And I also decided to work up this yarn using size 4 millimeter knitting needles, just like it recommends on the label. And this does come in different colors. The one that I decided to buy, it is called Harbor Gray. And this is a self-patterning yarn. That's a tricky word to say, patterning yarn. It is, in other words, it creates a pattern as you crochet along or knit. It makes you look like you had to do all these color changes and everything, but you do not. It just makes a pattern as you crochet or knit along without having to do any color changes. And on the band, you can see this is what it's supposed to look like. Now, of course, you will get some different variations depending on your tension when you crochet or knit. So I'm going to show you how they came out for me. Okay, so let's set this aside so you can see the original band while I show you my swatches. Okay, so the first one I worked up was single crochets, and you can see it looks quite a bit different. This is the part here where it's supposed to create the pattern, and you can see here, that's here where that dark color gray is, and then the pattern looks very different when you crochet it. This is single crochets, and I did do quite a bit of it, and then here's where you have the light gray and the white. You can see how different it looks here. And then I did, I just kept going. Here I was working on a scarf with it, so you can see how it looks. I did quite a bit with this one. I mean, I still like the way it looks. I do like the way it comes out. It's just very different if you crochet or knit with it. So I'll show you the other swatches as well. Then I did another swatch where I did half double crochets. So it looks pretty interesting. There is a slight difference. Let me show you. So if you look at this part on the bottom here, this is the single crochets. Here is the half double crochets. So you can see the differences. And then I decided to do double crochets. And that's how it looks. So you can see there are some differences depending on, whether you do single crochets or half double crochets or double crochets. You're going to get some variations. I think my favorite one here, I would say, is the single crochets. But that's just my opinion. Show you again closer up. There's the single crochets. That's what it looks like with the half double crochets and the double crochets. I like the way it comes out with the single crochets better. Then I thought it'd be fun to show you how it works up if you decided to knit with this yarn instead. So here is the same yarn, but I decided to work it up with some knitting needles to see how it would come out. And you can see it's quite a bit of difference. The pattern definitely comes out different when you knit with this. And still, it does look different than this. So I don't think you're always going to get it to look exactly like this. Because, everyone crochets or knits different tensions, depending on what size knitting needles you use. So you can see it doesn't quite look like the label, but it does have a pattern, and I do like the way it comes out. Here are my crocheted samples, and here is the one that I did with knitting. So quite a bit of difference. I think, personally, I like the way it comes out with knitting. And I do want to say that this yarn is so soft. I love how soft this yarn is. And also, just to let you know, I'm not sponsored or anything by Premier. They didn't send me the yarn. I decided to buy this yarn because I love Premier's yarns. And I wanted to try this yarn because I had never purchased it before and I never got a chance to try it out. So I thought it would be fun to do this video today to show you how it would work up and what it would look like, whether you decided to crochet with it or knit with it. So you can see there's a big difference in how it looks when you crochet with it and when you knit with it. My personal preference, I think for this yarn, I prefer the way it looks when I knit with it rather than crochet with it. But I will say, for crochet, the one that I like the best, and this is just my opinion, of course, you know, you might have a different opinion because everyone has different tastes and everything, but I'm just giving you my opinion. I think for crochet, I prefer the way it comes out when I did the single crochets rather than the half double crochets and the double crochets. So hopefully you found the video interesting and helpful today. That way this will help you decide if you want to crochet with this yarn or knit. That's assuming if you like to do both crocheting and knitting. I know that some people, you know, prefer just to do crochet or to knit, but I know there's a lot of people that like to do both. So I thought this video would be really helpful to see if you'd rather knit with it or crochet, or if you just like to crochet. That's why I did 3 different versions with 3 different stitches, so you can see how it will work up. I thought it would be really helpful to kind of get an idea of what your project would look like depending on which crochet stitch you wanted to use, or if you wanted to knit, if you happen to knit as well. So I hope you found this video interesting today. It was a lot of fun working up different swatches with this yarn. I really enjoyed, you know, seeing how the yarn would transform whether I used different stitches in crochet and how it transformed when I decided to knit with it. And I will tell you, I did also try to do a swatch with Tunisian crochet because I love to do that as well. And I was using the Tunisian simple stitch and I really did not like the way it came out. So personally, I would probably not use this yarn for any Tunisian crochet projects. I definitely like this yarn and I really liked this color. They have a lot of different colors, but I really like this color with the different shades of gray. I thought it looked great. So that's why I picked this one. I think this would be a fun yarn to use to knit up some socks or knit some fingerless gloves. I think this would be perfect for that. I think they would look really nice. So I do think I'm going to buy some other colors and work on some Christmas gifts ahead of time and make some slipper socks and some fingerless gloves with this yarn. I hope you enjoyed this video today. I want to thank you for watching. Have a great day.